Well folks, it happened. Remember TikTok? That app where teenagers taught us dance moves we were physically incapable of doing? It's gone. Well, sort of. America went dark on January 17th. No more viral dances, no more cooking hacks, no more teenagers pretending to be inanimate objects. It's enough to make you choke up a little, isn't it? Don't worry, I'm being sarcastic. The ban came after a whole legal saga. It makes Game of Thrones look like a quick trip to the grocery store. Seems like everyone had an opinion on this one. Some folks were cheering. They saw TikTok as a national security threat, stealing our data faster than you can say renegade. Others were devastated. Mostly teenagers and influencers who relied on the app to, influence. But just when you thought it was safe to go back into the App Store, who shows up? That's right, the Donald. He's back. And like a dad trying to relate to his kids, he decided to weigh in on the TikTok drama. At a rally in Florida, he announced he'd be signing an executive order. This thing would delay the ban and give TikTok more time to find an American sugar daddy. Buyer. The whole situation is about as clear as a glass of orange juice after a toddler's done with it. One thing's for sure though, this TikTok saga is far from over. It's a story about technology, politics, and the never-ending battle for our attention spans. Stay tuned, folks, because this roller coaster is just getting started. So how did we even get here? Buckle up, because it's about as straightforward as assembling furniture from IKEA while blindfolded. Back in April 2024, Biden signed a law that basically said, TikTok, you gotta sell your US operations or get out of town. Why? National security concerns, of course. Apparently, some folks were worried about our data ending up in the wrong hands. The law gave TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, until January 18, 2025, to find a buyer. But ByteDance was playing hardball. They didn't want to sell. They probably thought, we've got millions of American teenagers addicted to our app. We've basically won capitalism. Enter the Supreme Court. On January 16th, they upheld the law saying, yeah, national security is kind of a big deal. And just like that, TikTok was banned. The app went dark, leaving millions of Americans with nothing but a gaping hole in their daily routine. But then, just as the digital dust was settling, Trump rode in on his, he decided to throw his hat into the ring with an executive order. The order aims to delay the ban's effects and protect companies that kept TikTok running from any legal trouble. He's basically saying, hold your horses everyone, let's make a deal. This whole TikTok debacle has America more divided than a pizza at a family reunion. Some folks are thrilled about the ban. They're doing the digital happy dance, celebrating the demise of what they see as a national security threat. Others are downright furious. We're talking teenagers who've lost their favorite distraction, influencers who built their careers on the app, and businesses who relied on it for marketing. These folks are about as happy as a vegetarian at a barbecue. And it's not just America paying attention. China, where ByteDance is based, is watching this whole thing like a hawk. They've even accused the US of suppressing free speech, which is a little ironic coming from them. The international community is basically stuck in a giant game of he said, she said, with no clear winner in sight. It's a mess, folks. A beautiful, chaotic mess. So what does the future hold for TikTok in the land of the free and the home of the brave? Your guess is as good as mine, folks. But here's what we know. Trump's executive order throws a wrench into the works. It could delay the ban, but it's facing legal challenges left and right. It's like trying to drive a car with a flat tire and a broken steering wheel. Meanwhile, there's a whole lineup of potential buyers waiting in the wings, hoping to get their hands on TikTok's American assets. We're talking big names like Perplexity AI and a consortium led by Kevin O'Leary and Frank McCourt. They're like sharks circling a wounded seal, except the seal is worth billions of dollars. But ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, is still singing the same tune. We're not selling. It's a game of chicken, folks, and no one knows who's going to blink first. One thing's for sure, this whole TikTok saga has turned into a political football. Trump's trying to score points with younger voters, Biden's stuck trying to clean up the mess, and the rest of us are just along for the ride. So stay tuned, folks. The TikTok saga is far from over. It's a wild ride, and I have a feeling it's only going to get wilder.